See, I've developed a reputation as a man who came up the hard way. You could say that there's blood on these pretty white hands.
There are some criminal elements. You guys are all sort of criminal element people. Well, I guess I don't know about you. I don't know about Rosalind.
Oh, she's extremely criminal.
Yeah, equally as criminal.
She's accepting stolen goods.
I think that's an untold story.
I found this guide to being a gentleman from 1875. One of the points that said, to be a real gentleman, a man of real intelligence and cultivated mind is generally modest, which I thought sort of applied to Mickey, because he seems like he's doing pretty well, but we don't necessarily know.
Well,
and he's kind of quiet as well.
Well, and that's also somewhat of a code of, for not even gentlemen, but for surviving in any sort of gangster mafia underworld. You don't want to be in front of any camera. You don't want to be on the front page of any news. You know, they're always, that's one of the fun things about any gangsters. You know, they're not on the outskirts. They're not on the extremes. They're right through the slipstream, right down the middle. And they don't want to be front and center. They don't want to be the life of the party. They don't want to advertise.
Hiding in plain view.
I don't know about Dry Eye.
Oh yeah, he's a flashy guy. No, he's
well, that would be true. He's the youngster.
Yeah.
He's the youngster.
He hasn't learned yet.
He's that kind of new, cocky generation. He hasn't been put in his place, and I think that's why he doesn't understand the danger he's sort of getting himself into. He's after that sort of golden sort of bag as such, that pot of gold that Mickey has that he wants. And I don't think he's had enough experience to tell him to back off. And that's, you know, and that's the joy of that character, is like you're waiting for him to trip up. You don't know when he's going to do it, but I think he gets taught a couple lessons from old Mickey.
Sweet Mary Jane is my vice. Your poison, on the other hand, is and always has been the destroyer of worlds.
You're out of touch, and I would like you to consider an offer.
I am not for sale.
Another point is, a lady of sense will feel more complimented if you converse with her upon instructive, high subjects than if you address her only in the language of compliment. So I thought that sort of related to your character. She's not just some gun moll. She has a lot going on. She's running her whole show.
Yeah, she does, and you know, I think that's very true. And she's running her own business, her sanctuary for the ladies. But you know, it's possibly a kind of, you know, there's stuff going on behind the scenes that we maybe don't know about, because there is, you know, she's very much a collaborator in all of this.
They had to meet somehow
behind
too.
the scenes. Yeah.
She's a damn good shot, that little pistol.
And she's a pretty good shot. So yeah. So she's had some practice in that department, I think. She seems pretty confident with a tiny gun.
And if you smell smoke, it's because there's a fire. So you're gonna have to stamp that out quickly.
In 2016, British GQ made a list of things that they think gentlemen should have or do. And I was wondering if this would apply to you guys as people, not necessarily as characters. Gentlewomen also apply. One of them is, doesn't do flip-flops. Do you guys wear flip-flops?
I wear flip-flops in the summer on the beach, absolutely.
Yeah, good point.
I do too.
Have you found your haircut? Like, are you like, this is how my hair looks best?
No, I like it. I like to wake up different days and say, this is how it's going to look best today. Yeah.
Is unafraid to hire people more talented than himself.
The only way you're going to learn, I guess, in some respects, eh?
I thought that sort of applied to like Ray and Mickey as well. Like, Ray's a very talented guy. I mean, he learned some way too. Can cook a perfect pavlova. Do you guys know how to make pavlova? This is British GQ, so.
It's like whipped
With
whites
and,
with a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Is that right? And some fruit on top.
Raspberries or something.
It's pretty Aussie though, isn't it? That's Australian. Pavlova, yeah.
Pavlova.
I don't know if that's Aussie.
Yeah?
I don't know. It's Aussie.
And the last one is always knows what he's drinking. So it seems like you guys do today.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you don't,
what is it, man?
you know what you... Well, let me tell you.
Straight into camera.
This is a little bourbon called Long Branch.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, it's Wild Turkey Long Branch. It's a... it's a little bit of juice that myself and Master Distiller Eddie Russell with Wild Turkey brewed up over 2 years. 88 pints later, this is what you have in the bottle. It's called Long Branch. If you don't know what the bottle looks like, just look over my shoulder.
There's only one rule in this jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.